All right, let's get started. I am recording this session. So let's start by looking at where the Unit 2 exam is. Oops. Share. Yeah. Is this showing up okay? Me being inside of Canvas?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so once again, once you're inside of Canvas, on the left-hand side, come down to Assignments, left click, then under Upcoming Assignments, come down to Unit 2, Exam, left click, and you'll see this is due next Wednesday at midnight. Click the file, complete your work, write your work on a separate sheet of paper, and then once you're done, upload everything into Canvas. Left click on the test and take a look at the problems. At the top, just a reminder, show your work, upload the pictures once you're done, and then the due date. So number one, you're writing each ratio as a fraction of whole numbers. 2 and 3 have to do with rounding numbers to whatever digits or whatever place value it indicates or tells you to. Okay, number 4, convert decimals to fractions. 5, converting fractions to decimals. Number 6, unit price problems. Number 7, write this percent as a ratio. Number 8, simplifying some expressions. 9, solving some linear equations. Altogether, it's 30 problems. And then once you're done and you have all the pictures on your cell phone, let me ask first, is this showing up okay where I highlighted Unit 2 exam?
Yes.
It is? Okay, good, good, good. So once you finish your exam, you've taken pictures of everything using your cell phone, you want to log into Canvas on your cell phone, get back to this page where you click the submit button and then upload each of your photos one at a time and then hit submit. So any questions about that before we get started with the other work for today?
When's the test due?
It's due next Wednesday. I'm highlighting now, Alejandra. Can you see that? It's next Wednesday at midnight.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
you're welcome. Let's start sharing that. And share Word document. Did you all see me circle that? Solve the following multi-step inequalities. That show up okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So for number one, you have to solve graph, and then write the solution in interval notation. So for A, we have 4 times m is less than or equal to 9m plus 17. Everything with an m, we want to bring to the left-hand side. So we want to subtract 9m from both sides. On the left-hand side, 4m minus 9m is a negative 5m, and that's less than or equal to 17. Now to get m by itself, divide both sides by negative 5, which will give us m is less than or equal to negative 17 over 5, which is, as a mixed number, negative 3 and 2/5. So that is part A. Part B, we want to take this. Hold on. I messed up something. I sure did. Going back for a second, I'm sorry. We divided by a negative number. So that means that this inequality sign changes from less than or equal to greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. And again, it changed directions because we were dividing by a negative number. So now for B, where we have to graph this on a number line, this is m is greater than or equal to negative 3 and 2/5. So here's a number line: 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, 1, 2, 3. -3 and 2/5 is somewhere in here. And because this is m is greater than or equal to, then I know I'm going to have a square bracket, and my arrow is going to go to the right. And then for interval notation, this is going to be square bracket, -3 and 2/5, comma, positive infinity, and then open parenthesis. And so on your next exam, not the one that's due Wednesday, but unit 3 exam, what I'm doing now, that's what I'm going to expect to see. So in our email I sent out earlier, I did send out these notes from my first class. In fact, I had to include some corrections because I did something wrong. But anyway, and I'm recording this, so I'll be able to send out this video, and then you'll have the notes from this Word document to go back and look at again if you need to. But with that said, any questions about number 1? Or is anybody still writing? Can I take the silence to mean no questions? Okay. Okay, thanks. Leave that down there, so let's bring this back up. All right, so next up is for this inequality, solve for P, graph on a number line, and then write the solution in interval notation. So for A, 8P plus 3 times P minus 12 is greater than 7P minus 28. Now this is 8P plus distributing 3 times P is 3P, and then 3 times negative 12, I mean negative 36, is greater than 7P minus 28. Let's combine like terms, have 8P plus 3P equals 11P minus 36 is greater than 7P minus 28. Want to subtract 7P from both sides. On the left-hand side, this gives me 11P minus 7P is 4P minus 36 is greater than negative 28. Next, we want to add 36 to both sides. This gives us 4P is greater than negative 28 plus 36. It's a positive 8. And then to solve for P, divide both sides by 4. So that P is greater than 2. Now to graph this solution on a number line, P greater than 2 is 0, 1, 2, 3. So we need all numbers that are greater than 2, but does not include 2. So we're going to use the open parenthesis at 2 because the inequality is just greater than. Then we draw our arrow to the right. And so that's our number line graph for P greater than 2. And then for the interval notation, we're going to have open parenthesis 2, comma, and going to the right, the biggest number we can get is infinity, and then close parenthesis. Any questions about this?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, that's all I had for today. So you know where the exam is. It's due Wednesday by midnight. If you run into any problems, send me an email and let me know, and I'll help you out. And unless there are any other questions, that is it. So you all enjoy your weekend, get everything done, and I'll see you in class next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you have a good weekend.
Wait, Actually, can you go back to the first one?
Sure.
The yeah, the first one we did. When you solved for it, you got -17/5 and the other number as well, or are they the same number?
Oh, Lexi talking here and here.
Yep.
Yep, it is the same number. Um, this improper fraction, if you write it as a mixed number, it
Yeah.
is -3 over -3 2/5. So yes,
-3.
it is the same number.
Okay. So it's or do you always have to use the mixed number?
Um, you don't have to, but
It's
knowing
easier.
it's easier because when you have to graph your solution,
Yeah.
if I look at just -17/5, I have to ask myself, where is that on a number line? And so
Yeah.
I don't know. But if I change this to a mixed number,
Then you can know. Yeah.
yep, and I know, okay, I'm going to start it. Let me go ahead and come down. I know I have to go to at least -3 on my number line, but I need to go another 2/5.
Yeah.
So that's somewhere between -3 and -4.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was just trying to figure out, but I get it now.
So and you understand how to convert from improper fraction to mixed number?
I forget how to do the regular fraction, but I know how to make it into like a regular fraction, but I don't know how to make it into that one. The the three
Okay.
2/5.
Let's see. Scroll down here. So if I have -17 over 5, okay. Set aside the negative sign for a second. And if I change this to division, well, this is 17 on the inside of the division sign, and 5 is on the outside. So 5 goes into 17 3 times,
Three
and
times,
3
yeah.
times 50, 3 times 5 is
15.
15. hmm Now 17, well, 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2. 7 minus 5 is 2, and 1 minus 1 is 0.
Yeah.
So now when I want to take this stuff and write it as a mixed number, well, the 3 is called the quotient, 2 is my remainder, and 5 is called your divisor. So for any mixed number, it's always quotient, that's your whole number. And for your fraction, the numerator is going to be your remainder, and your denominator is the divisor. Okay, so with all that said, this is just a general way to write a mixed number. But in our case, the quotient
Okay.
is 3. And for my fraction, the remainder is 2. And for my denominator, the divisor is 5. But since we had a negative sign in front of the 17/5, then there's going to be a negative sign in front of the 3 2/5.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes way more sense because I was like, where did that number come from?
Right, right, right.
Yep.
And then
That's
knowing
it.
this makes it easier to figure out where is -3 2/5 on a number line, identify
Yep.
that. Then you can make the graph.
But I think that's it
Okay, okay.
for that one, yeah. But yeah, thank you for your help.
Yep, you're welcome. You're
All right,
welcome.
enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.